Have you ever grabbed a can of tuna from the shelf, tossed it in your cart, and felt pretty good about your healthy choice? It's packed with protein, low in fat, and perfect for a quick meal, right? But what if I told you that this one can of tuna could be slowly harming your body without you even knowing? You see, there's a huge mistake almost everyone makes when buying canned tuna, and it's putting millions of people at risk. Today, I'll show you exactly what that mistake is, how to spot it, and most importantly, how to avoid dangerous levels of mercury. Stay with me, because your health could depend on it. Before we begin, please subscribe to the channel. And at the end of the video, if you liked it, please like and share and leave a comment. That support helps us grow the channel. Here we go. Chapter number 1, the story of Sarah. Let me tell you a quick story about someone we'll call Sarah. Sarah was a 37-year-old fitness enthusiast. She was sharp, organized, and super into clean eating. Meal prepping every Sunday, she'd stock her fridge with veggies, lean chicken, and you guessed it, canned tuna. It was her go-to protein, affordable, easy, and healthy, or so she thought. For months, Sarah ate tuna almost every day. Tuna salad, tuna wraps, tuna bowls. Then one day, she started noticing something odd. She felt constantly tired. Her hands would tingle randomly. She had trouble focusing, and simple tasks seemed harder. At first, she chalked it up to stress, but as the symptoms got worse, she finally saw a doctor. After a series of tests, the diagnosis shocked her. Elevated mercury levels in her blood, dangerously high. The culprit? That innocent-looking can of tuna. Chapter number 2, the real problem with canned tuna. Now you might be wondering, how can canned tuna be so dangerous? Well, here's the truth. Tuna is a predatory fish, which means it sits higher up the food chain. It eats smaller fish that have already consumed mercury from polluted oceans. Over time, the mercury builds up. The bigger the tuna, the more mercury it accumulates. This process is called bioaccumulation. But not all tuna are created equal. There are actually different species of tuna sold in cans, and this is where most people make the critical mistake. They don't pay attention to the type of tuna they're buying. Let's break it down. Chapter number 3, the 2 main types of canned tuna. There are 2 main types of canned tuna you'll see in stores. Albacore tuna, also labeled as white tuna. Skipjack tuna, usually labeled as light tuna. Sounds innocent enough, right? But here's the kicker. Albacore tuna is a larger species. Skipjack tuna is a smaller species. Remember what we said about bigger fish and mercury? Yep. That means albacore contains almost 3 times the amount of mercury as skipjack. According to the FDA, white albacore tuna contains about 0.32 parts per million ppm of mercury, while light skipjack tuna averages just 0.12 ppm. That difference adds up, especially if you're eating it regularly. Chapter number 4, what mercury does to your body. So what's the big deal with mercury? It's a neurotoxin. That means it can affect your brain and nervous system. Long-term exposure, even in small doses, can lead to serious issues. Memory problems, fatigue, depression, muscle weakness, tremors, tingling or numbness in the hands and feet. And in pregnant women, it can harm the developing fetus, affecting brain development and leading to learning disabilities later on. In short, mercury is no joke. And if you're unknowingly eating high mercury tuna multiple times a week like Sarah was, you could be putting your health at serious risk. Chapter number 5, the number 1 mistake people make. So, what's the number 1 mistake? Buying albacore white tuna, thinking it's healthier. The label white sounds premium, doesn't it? It tricks people into thinking they're getting a higher quality product. But in reality, they're getting more mercury. That's why the next time you go to the store, flip the can over and read the fine print. If it says albacore or white tuna, think twice. Instead, go for cans labeled light tuna, which usually means it's made from skipjack, the smaller, lower mercury fish. Chapter number 6, how much is safe? Now let's talk about quantity. The FDA and EPA offer some guidelines on safe tuna consumption. For the average adult, light skipjack tuna, up to 2 to 3 servings per week, around 8 to 12 ounces. White, albacore tuna, no more than 1 serving per week, about 4 ounces. For pregnant women and young children, it's even more strict. But here's the problem. Most people have no idea what type of tuna they're eating, let alone how much mercury they're consuming. That's why knowledge is power, and a simple habit like checking the label can protect your brain, your energy levels, and your long-term health. Chapter number 7, what to look for when buying tuna. When you're standing in that grocery aisle next time, here are 5 quick things to check before tossing that can in your cart. Look for light tuna. This usually means it's skipjack. Avoid white tuna or albacore. It's the higher mercury type. Choose sustainably sourced brands. These companies often use younger, smaller fish. Go BPA-free. Check for cans labeled BPA-free to avoid another sneaky toxin. Read the ingredients. Some tuna cans come packed in oil and added salt. Choose water-packed, low-sodium options if possible. Bonus tip. There are even mercury-tested brands out there now. They cost a little more, but if you're a frequent tuna lover, it might be worth it. Chapter number 8, smarter tuna alternatives. If you're looking to mix it up and still get your protein fix without the mercury risk, consider these alternatives. Sardines, smaller fish, lower mercury, packed with omega-3s and calcium. Salmon, especially wild-caught, great for heart and brain health. Mackerel, another low-mercury, nutrient-dense fish. Plant-based protein, like chickpeas, lentils, and tofu, if you're looking to go fish-free. Remember, it's all about variety and awareness. Our final thoughts. So now you know, the biggest mistake people make when buying canned tuna is choosing albacore, thinking it's the healthy choice. But now that you're in the know, you can protect yourself and your family by choosing smarter, lower mercury options. It's a tiny shift, but it could have a huge impact on your long-term health. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who eats tuna regularly. You could literally help them dodge a serious health issue. And let me know in the comments, did you know about this tuna trap? What type do you usually buy? Stay smart, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.